As a traveler, I think you're always a little bit of a traitor. You leave home each time, looking for pastures a little bit greener, waters a little bit bluer, an existence perhaps a little bit truer. You live the dream for a while before you get back to reality and forget the dream. I didn't. 6 years ago, I came to the Andaman Islands. I found myself here, in these forests, beneath these waters, amongst these people. I lost my way back home. Come, let's explore these islands, my home away from home. We left Mayabunder at 3:30 in the morning and drove all the way south and finally made it to Port Blair, waiting at the jetty here before we board the cruise and head to Havelock Island. You know, I don't think we'll get the same empty beaches and the quiet villages that we've had so far, but I'm excited to see how you like it. So the beach you're seeing behind me here is called beach number 3. In Havelock, all beaches are named basically by numbers, quite unoriginal. It was on this beach when I was walking here about, 7 years ago now, that I decided that this is where I wanted to remain and sort my head out and figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And one evening I was walking down this beach and the view was exactly like this. It was a little bit later, the sun was setting. And I had this moment that if I stay on here, if I don't have to go back the next day, then I think I will be able to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. So it all started right here on this beautiful beach number 3. Vegetable market of Havelock. This is right in the center of the general market area, and it's basically the only place that you can get this stuff here. You have a lot of tourists that come into Havelock for quite a long time, so they stay for a month or a month and a half, and a lot of these people will rent cheap accommodation where they have access to a kitchen and everything, and so they also come here to do their own shopping. Right next door we have the only supermarket, the general store, I guess, of Havelock. And around here you can get everything from a barber shop to a guy that sells fresh curd to Nutella dosas to schnitzel, everything. So it's quite a mad little place.
I'm Tanaz Noble and I'm from Port Blair. I run a kayaking tour operation. So basically I'm a guide and an instructor here for kayak tours. When I started kayaking itself, I thought it was like a passing obsession, but it was definitely an obsession. Like I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I couldn't do anything. Like if I slept, it was like a certain number of hours for the kayaking or whatever. If I'd eat food, it was, in order to be able to kayak better. Then I played for the Delhi team and got selected there, and I trained with them, and that actually changed a lot. It made me into a kayaker, actually, from somebody who was just chasing kayaking. And then I became an instructor. You learn like every day, it teaches you something new, and you'd be surprised. You think that you're the instructor when you go on your tours, that you're teaching them. They're learning very little, like limited amount from you. Only what you're saying to them and things like that. What you are learning is so much more. You're learning about different countries, you're learning about different people you're learning that it takes different types to make up this world, which is, which is something that you don't really learn in your everyday normal activities. Like only with meeting so many people and so many different type of people do you understand. Like almost 90% of India does not know how to swim. Yeah. So most of the guests that we get are non-swimmers, and so that's the kind of guests I get. So I train myself in that way of how to, more than showing you, like this is this marine life or this is this. It's basically about you, calming you down, and that the fear is in your head, really. So I know how to deal with that, So that's the whole point. I'm just trying to get the fear out of you for one day. Send your fear on vacation, and you enjoy this.
The Andamans was Havelock. I worked here for a few months back in 2009 and 10, and I'm amazed at how much the place has changed in these past 6 years. But yeah, it's been a really relaxing time. We've chilled on this amazing beach, Radhanagar Beach it's called, or also known as beach number 7 in Havelock. And as you can see, it's this beautiful stretch of soft white sand and a gorgeous sea to swim in, like no rocks, nothing. It's just beautiful. And of course with this crazy mahua forest as a backdrop to everything. So it's been pretty spectacular. And if you like your nature and your forests and your beaches, but you also like a little bit of hustle and bustle in your holiday, then I think Havelock is the place to come.